They tell you nuclear weapons are about security. They talk about peace and preventing chaos like they're reading from a script. But let's be real. History isn't written by the peaceful. It's written by the powerful, and history tells a much darker story. See, global powers don't actually fear the bomb. They aren't staying up at night worried about a mushroom cloud. They fear what comes after the bomb. Economic independence, the ability to set your own prices, the terrifying power to finally say no. This is the hidden psychology behind Libya, Iran, the Congo, and the strangest case of all, South Africa. The pattern, veto power. From a dark psychology perspective, a nuke isn't a military tool. It's a veto power. It's the ultimate keep-out sign that decides who gets to extract resources and who gets to rule. Let's look at the pattern they don't want you to notice. 1. Libya, the false security trap. Libya is the ultimate cautionary tale. Muammar Gaddafi spent decades trying to build a nuclear program, not for war, but for leverage. Then, in 2003, he fell for the oldest trick in the book, the false security tactic. Give up your nukes, they said, and we'll welcome you to the table. He did. He shipped his tech to Tennessee. And the second that veto power was gone, his shield vanished. Years later, when the intervention started, there was no deterrent. There was no price for invading. Libya has Africa's largest oil reserves, and without a nuke, those resources became negotiable. 2. Iran, the gaslighting of sovereignty. Then you have Iran, massive oil, gas, and copper. The world calls their program a threat, but psychologically, this is about economic asphyxiation. The goal isn't to stop a bomb, it's to stop a competitor. They tell a country sitting on the world's second-largest gas reserves that they don't need nuclear power. That's pure gaslighting. They don't want a technologically advanced Iran, because an independent Iran doesn't just export raw dirt, it competes. 3. The Congo, managed instability. The Congo supplied the uranium for Hiroshima. Think about that. And yet, it's one of the poorest places on Earth. This is managed instability. A weak state can't nationalize minerals. It can't regulate extraction. As long as the Congo is unstable and non-nuclear, its minerals stay cheap, unprotected, and easy to take. Stability would raise prices. Sovereignty would raise costs. And they can't have that. The exception, South Africa's preventative sabotage. Now look at South Africa, the only country to build nukes and then voluntarily dismantle them. But look at the timing. The apartheid government gave up the bombs right as power was shifting to the ANC. That wasn't a peace gesture. It was preventative sabotage. A black-led, mineral-rich government inheriting nuclear weapons would have had total leverage over the world's gold and platinum markets. They let the political power transfer, sure, but they neutralized the strategic power first. The summary, the global caste system. What we're looking at is a global caste system. At the top, the nuclear powers. They protect their resources and set the prices. At the bottom, the mineral-rich non-nuclear states, forced to extract, forced to sell cheap, because they have no way to say no to the pressure. This has never been about safety. It's about control. To the global elite, a nuclear-armed developing nation isn't a security threat. It's something much worse, an uncontrollable business partner. And if history shows us anything, it's that an uncontrollable partner is the one thing power will never tolerate. If this analysis hit uncomfortably close to the truth, hit subscribe. This channel exists to help you understand how power actually works before it's used against you, without turning you into someone you're not.